My name is Ronald Malencio and I'll be giving a quick tutorial about how to play Alpha. So let's go take a look. So for those who don't know, Alpha is a territory control game in which you're a dog marking your territories to score victory points when you go on walks. As you can see here, this is actually the walks. You have different areas, and in each area there are different locations. And you can notice here that each location generally has a spot. So this spot is a brick, this spot is a bush, etc., etc. And throughout the game, dogs will be getting different objectives in where they have to mark and what victory points they get for marking those spots. Dogs can get a lot of objectives here. So let's look at the key mechanics of the game. So here you can see, let's say I'm green, and if I wanted to mark a spot, the general rule is once you mark a spot, let's say I mark here, not only have I marked the car, I've also taken the benefit of marking that spot. So everything in the second row here is the benefit for that. But the key thing is whoever wants to come in next, so let's say yellow wants to come in and mark, the basic rule for marking is you could either mark equal or more than what's shown here. So let's say if yellow wants to mark this spot, yellow will mark like this, pushing green down, and yellow now has also marked this spot and taking that benefit. But let's say if green had initially marked 2, yellow cannot mark here with just 1. Yellow actually needs to mark 2 or more. So maybe if yellow wants to mark 2, or if yellow wants to mark 3, yellow marks 3, pushing green down like that. And so you can see that throughout the marking process, there's like a marking and overmarking where over time green shifts down and maybe blue comes in and marks over here, and then red could kind of come in and mark over there. So that's kind of the general process of marking and overmarking and how that kind of phases out the marks. Also notice here that there are events that take place at the end of each round in which everywhere in this area gets shifted down. So that'll shift down here. You can see here we're at the canyon. So at the end of the day, all the things will shift down here. So that's the basic mechanic of the marking and overmarking. Other key things to realize is because this is an area control game, there will be benefits on those who have marked the most here. There are area bonuses, which people will get a token here. And then, as I shown before, there is kind of a set collection aspect where as people have marked in certain ways, they will get the victory points, which is denoted by this icon here. So a couple other things for the game. There are tech trees in which dogs can learn tricks, and when dogs learn tricks they could do more things, so that's kind of increasing their stats. There is the concept of sense of smell, which actually enables them to find things on the walk. So you can see things here that say dig X. That actually enables them to go in a bag and pull things out and find certain things on the walk, which actually relate to certain things, whether it's finding toys or whether it's finding treasures, which also score in different ways. Speaking of toys, this is also a different type of set collection in which they collect certain types of toys, and they could exchange these for either more victory points or other types of currency, which let me talk about now. So as I mentioned before, one type of currency is called trust. This is actually represents your relationship with humans, which you could increase. There's a trust track. The more trust you have, the more things you could do, whether it's going on more places on your walk, whether it's marking more frequently, etc. Another type of currency is something called influence, and that actually encourages the interaction between dogs. So let's say if yellow's here and green wants to bump yellow off here, they would have to actually spend a thing called influence to do that. And so those are the main key parts of the game. I will keep people updated as developments arise. Thanks.